This is Outdoor Indoor. I'm Tony, and today we're going to be cooking up a mean Sunday sauce on an affordable budget. Now, most of the stuff here you can buy at ShopRite for much cheaper. I know specifically they sell the red pack tomato sauce on sale. But what we have here right now going is the base of our sauce. We have about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and we have 2 whole cloves of garlic, and then right here we have a pound of ground meat. Now we're going to make a version of Bolognese sauce. Let me just do this. When you lay meat down, you lay it away from you. That way you don't get the splatter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to break it up. Don't do that. That's not safe. Alright, we're going to let this cook. And as it cooks, we're going to continue to break it down. That way it gets into smaller pieces. Now, what we have here is we have red pack tomato sauce. Now, in a little bit, we'll show you how to add the sauce to our meat and our oil. But whenever you use canned products, you always want to clean the top of the can before you open it. And so we're going to be using rigatoni. We're going to cook everything to al dente. And in the meantime, you can just see that we have everything cooking right now, and we'll get back to you in like 5 minutes. 1. Okay, so we're back, and now we're just going to clean the top of our lids. Alright, we're going to do this for each can. And this is just so you don't like get dust and stuff into your food. Okay, now we're going to open them up and we're going to add them. Let me grab a spoon. Okay. We're going to add our sauce. One. And normally I'd take water and I'd add it to this, but the meat itself actually lended juices to the sauce, so we don't even have to add water. One more can. And then this is just going to simmer, and it's going to cook. We are going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, we're going to raise the temperature here. And this is just going to simmer. And we'll get back to you once everything starts to cook. guys, so now our sauce is simmering. We're gonna let this go for maybe 30-45 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on it to see how much it's reduced. You know, every 10 minutes or so we're gonna stir it. That way it doesn't form a crust on the top. But simple rundown again is 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 whole cloves of garlic. Fry the garlic in the oil first, then you add your ground beef. You cook up the ground beef, get it nice and marinated with the garlic and oil. Then you add a teaspoon of salt and like 2 teaspoons of black pepper to the meat. Then you add your sauce, and once your sauce starts to cook, you can add about another teaspoon to teaspoon and a half of salt depending on what you like. But now, let's turn our attention over here. Okay, we got a nice spinach salad going right here, okay? We got half a red onion chopped up, okay? We're gonna put this right into our salad. Okay, now we're also going to take a clove of garlic and we're gonna chop this up. I'd like to show you how to do this. So what we're gonna do, right, you peel it of course. You're gonna take the front end off, take the back end off, bing bada boom. All right, now cut into small pieces first. Okay, now we have it into thin slices. Gather it all up and just start chopping it. You want to give it a nice rough chop. Okay, now this is going to come out a little bit minced because we're going to put it in the salad. That way, if you do bite into it, it's not overwhelming. There you go. That's your clove of garlic. Now let's add it. Okay, cutting's done for this. Now we need to get olive oil. Now with this, we are going to do, let's say a tablespoon. Start with a tablespoon, and then we'll see as we go. No, we'll do 2. Alright, and then if we need more, we'll add more. But now I'm going to grab the vinegar. Alright, we're going to use balsamic vinegar. Okay? And we're just going to lightly pour over our salad. And then let me get some serving spoons so we can mix this up real nice. Nobody said mixing salad was necessarily easy. And there you go. That is your easy summer baby spinach salad with red onion, garlic, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. Hey, this is Tony. We're cooking up some Sunday sauce, old school, alright? Now, it's Bolognese because, you know, that's just how we roll. We like a little bit more sustenance in our sauce. But now that our sauce is coming to a finishing simmer, we're going to go ahead and get some water to boil our pasta. Now, we're going to get the hottest water possible from the tap, and we're going to fill our pot just under the handles with water, okay? We're going to wait for the water. Now is a good time for you to participate in the poll that's going to be in the top right-hand corner. Do you want to see more authentic Italian recipes, or do you want us to branch out and try something different? But if you hit that you want to see something different, you need to comment and let us know you want to see different food, and you got to tell us what you want to see. So we're going to let that fill up, and while we do that, we're going to come over here, right, and we're going to make, do a nice stir on our sauce. That way we get everything all mixed together. Nice, nice. Alright. We're almost ready there. So let me go over what's going to happen here, and then I'll do it again as we're actually in the process. We are going to take the water, transfer it to the stove. We're going to boil it. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of salt to the water to help it get to a rolling boil. From there, we are going to cook our rigatoni for 12 minutes to get the perfect al dente pasta. And I know what you're thinking. Most people, you know, they don't like al dente pasta. At least they're not used to it. But al dente is really where it's at. Also, previously, we tried to do a recording on a pasta video, which you can go to our Instagram page, Outdoor Indoor 3D, and you can also go check out The Fresh Lifestyle on Instagram. We have our previous cooking video there that we tried to do with pasta. However, our footage got corrupted somehow, so now we're redoing it. But hey, those are still great tips, and that's why I'm not going to re-demonstrate what I've already done on Instagram. So if you want to see great cooking tips, head over to Instagram, Outdoor Indoor 3D. Check it out. Alright, we got this pot of water on our stove. We're going to take our salt. Watch here, okay? We're going to take, that's 1 tablespoon of salt. That's 2 tablespoons of salt. Okay, now we're going to let that come to a boil. Check out this sauce though, it's smelling really freaking good, alright? Now we left the garlic cloves whole, that way it's easy to take out. That way if people don't really like garlic, they won't have to actually eat it, but at least it flavors the sauce. And as we did mention earlier, we did complete a spinach salad that has red onion, garlic, and when you put it on the plate, we sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan over it. But once we're done here, we'll show you how we plate everything up. Okay, so our water is almost ready. It's coming to a boil, as you can see here. Then what we're just going to do to prepare to put our pasta in is open the boxes, place it over here. We're going to clean off that ladle, that way we can stir our pasta, and we will get to it, alright? Okay, so now we're going to take our pasta, put it in the boiling water, let it go for a nice 12 minutes, but here's a little something that you should do. Since pasta has starch in it, you're going to stir it for the first 3 minutes continuously, that way it doesn't stick together. Also, you don't add olive oil to the water, as oil and water separate. Obviously, the oil goes to the top. You're going to get temperatures in the oil that are going to start to fry your pasta, and you're going to get different textures, and it's all going to be off, and that just ruins the entire meal, so just don't. Hey, so our pasta's boiling here, and as you can see, if I let it settle, it's going to start to become a little explosive, it's going to start to foam, the water's going to start to rise, but here's a little trick. You just put the spoon over it and it won't overflow. There you go. Kitchen hacks. Alright, our pasta is boiled. Take a look at that. Nice and steamy. Now let's go pour it out over the sink. Into our colander, or strainer, whatever you want to call it. Stand by. Melting hot pasta coming through. Okay. I'm going to grab the spoon real quick. And we're going to let that sit there for a minute. Now come back to the stove. Now our sauce is done. We just kept it on to stay warm. What we're going to do is we're going to take a nice ladle, right? Bam. We're gonna cover the bottom of the pot. All right. From one pot to another pot, there you go. Now let me do this real quick. And what this is going to do is it's going to prevent the pasta from sticking to the bottom. And then we are going to add 2 to 3 ladles more of sauce back to our pasta. So let's get it. You want to drain as much water as you can. Okay, so let's go over here. And we're going to add our pasta slowly, slowly. There you go. Okay, now we're going to mix. Nobody said this was going to be easy. I myself am working on my mixing skills currently, trying not to get stuff everywhere. Well, that didn't work. Alright, now let's get some more sauce. Looks like we're going to need a little more. Okay, and then we'll get back to you when we're plating up. Alright, so here we got our bowl, alright? Just your generic everyday dinner bowl. We're going to take ourselves a nice serving of pasta. Oh, did I mention this can feed like probably 5 people? It's 2 pounds of pasta, 3 cans of tomato sauce, 2 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and an entire pound of ground beef. Look at this, right? Beautiful. Okay, now let me grab the Parmesan, and I will show you how we do that. There you go, that's your dinner. That is a 100% foolproof Italian Sunday meal.